Let me ask you this. What was the first company that let you send and receive money with just an email address? You know it, PayPal, but now ask yourself, when was the last time you actually opened the PayPal app on purpose? For many, it takes a long pause. The same company that gave birth to the founders of Tesla, LinkedIn, and YouTube somehow made itself feel strangely unfamiliar. How did this ultimate disruptor fall from pioneering everything to becoming a giant washed ashore by the next wave? In 2002, eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion. It looked like a huge victory, but soon after, a core group, including Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, later known as the PayPal Mafia, walked away. Their departure drained the company of its innovative genes. Trapped inside eBay, PayPal's mission became painfully simple: serve as eBay's checkout counter. No need to take risks. No need to reimagine payments. Just stay stable and don't cause trouble. This mindset froze PayPal's product for nearly 13 years, planting the first seed of its eventual collapse. The real fatal blow was that it handed the opportunity of an open ecosystem to its rivals. While PayPal was still struggling to balance merchants and consumers with buyer protection policies, Stripe was already embedding payment power into every internet entrepreneur's dream with just 7 lines of code. Countless SaaS companies, e-commerce sites, and apps chose Stripe because it treated developers like royalty, whereas PayPal's documentation was outdated and convoluted. Integrating with it felt like dealing with a bureaucracy. At the same time, Square used a tiny white card reader to let corner coffee shops and flea market vendors accept card payments, rapidly eating into mobile payment scenarios. PayPal belatedly launched PayPal Here with high fees and a mediocre experience, missing the boat entirely. Management bounced between chasing a super app dream and just being a reliable payment tool, cycling through 5 CEOs in a decade. Crypto ambitions generated more hype than results. When they finally moved into buy now, pay later, Klarna and Afterpay had already captured users' minds, forcing a rushed $4 billion acquisition of Japans Paidy that barely moved the needle. The biggest shame is Venmo, a product young people turned into a verb for social payments. Despite tens of millions of active users, it has struggled to find a way to make money. Bureaucracy became the slow poison. Its anti-fraud system frequently hurts legitimate merchants, freezing funds and dragging out appeals, turning "PayPal banned my account" into a nightmare among cross-border sellers. Internally, launching a seemingly simple feature could take 18 months, stuck in endless back and forth between compliance, legal, and engineering while competitors rolled out AI-driven real-time risk control and one-click checkout. PayPal was still lumbering along with its massive, slow-moving body. In 2022, PayPal reported its first-ever net loss of active accounts. 4 million gone in a single year. It was forced to purge low-quality users and pivot to chasing profitability, only to cede even more everyday checkout share to Apple Pay and Google Pay. Today, Stripe processes well over $1 trillion annually, with a growth rate that leaves PayPal staring at taillights. PayPal's stock has plunged more than 80% from its 2021 high of $310. Wiping out enough value to buy all of Stripe with plenty to spare. At its core, PayPal's decline isn't about payment technology being disrupted. It's what happens when a disruptor decides to coast, stops respecting developers, and refuses to tear apart its own past. Once, you could beat banks with just an email address. Now you are stuck behind complex passwords and verification codes. Once, you represented the coolest side of the internet. Now you are just a background tab people. Close the moment a payment clears. There are no eternal platforms, only revolutionaries relentless enough to cut themselves open. PayPal forgot that, and the era picked up the knife.